natural ground music. Riding in the years, not used. Tighten up, you would lose. I approve. I bet I step and approve. Straight up the ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money wife. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You need a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them cleaning with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles, up her brothers. I said, jumping back, and lit, you at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing, I just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog, the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so we know the
Bands of the
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones for the knowledge. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic.
They'll run here with a rookie. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Into space at the 45. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 34. A big play there for Andy. 40 yards on the ground. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they can't bring him down. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Duggan connecting over the middle with Downs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Duggan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Reese. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Duggan now to throw. Flushed out right. Still shedding tackles. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Duggan looking to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Duggan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Kendrick to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
21. 12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Reese. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing. Duggan. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. There he goes, left side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up, this ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in Vegas and stay in Vegas. One time we check the news, we make the papers.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Touchdown, Chargers! A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Duggan will look to throw this. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Here's Duggan to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking to throw. Dugan.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Dugan. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Off play action. Dugan drops it underneath for Reese. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And Juju Brents comes up for the stop.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That'll be caught by Rice. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run on first down. It's Reese, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Looking to throw. Dugan.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Ryman.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw. Dugan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Isaiah Foskey
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st down, Kendrick. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
They snap it to Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Kendrick. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
To throw is Duggan. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Duggan now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A big play looming on third down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So, for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.